We're we're back.
Mm. Ayaw
Ang
pumaawat ni Carl. Gusto niya
ang
pa rin po
hirap kasi.
mag-live kahit wala na si Sid.
Ang hirap nito. Pero
Sige,
hindi ko
ibuhos mo yung hinanaing mo ngayong Valentine's Day, Carl.
wala naman ako tweet na. Pero, alam mo, parang when I was younger, ganda ng when I was younger. I would always wear black when it's
When,
Feb 14.
when you were 12, ganon.
When I
16
was
ka pa lang.
11, ganyan. How do you do this? I don't even know what's happening. So, do we actually have the power to see home? Pucha, ano ba to? Ang hirap maging matanda. So, tuloy lang po ang ligaya. Ano to? StreamYard. Where is the comment section? Ay, would you rather have more time or more money?
May nag-comment?
Yeah, it's Jericho. Hi, Jericho LM.
More time or more money? More money.
Ako rin.
With more money, I can buy more time.
You think?
Kasi
time naman kasi is parang something na parang if it's done, di ba? It's not within your power to get yourself more time pero it's within your power to...
Pero sandali, akala ko ba love-related questions? Hindi naman yun love-related. Well, pwede naman, but not
pa ba tayo sawa sa
strictly.
love? Nakakasawa na ang love.
Ay, wow. Spoken during Valentine's Day. Why not?
Hindi ka ba nagsasawa na parang for all these years, parang yun talaga yung ano ng mankind? End all and be all, judgment.
Hindi naman siya be all and end all. Wow, for someone who hasn't experienced love, sawa ka na?
So, medyo nakakasawa na to fight.
Doon ka nagsasawa, hindi sa love.
Di ba? Sa fight.
You just gave up. Are you giving up?
Hindi naman. Pero parang there are other things in life that you should strive for. Tapos, you just have to think na parang if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, don't beat yourself too hard on it. Diba?
Oo naman. Tama naman. Dapat naman talaga ganun. Pero ibig sabihin, hopeful ka pa rin. Hindi mo naman sinasara yung pinto mo for sa possibilities. It's just that you're not gonna solely focus on that and
beat yourself too hard, diba?
Make it the be all and end all of your existence and value as a person, diba?
Oo. Lalong-lalo na kung ang love naman is not something you can do alone, diba? Hindi talaga.
Of course. Well, self-love.
Yeah.
Andun ako ngayon, self-love.
Ano ka ngayon? How has that new environment? I observe ko rin naman kasi parang there's been a change with you actually.
Talaga?
Yeah,
like how? Baka hindi ako self-aware.
Parang yung the last time we went on, there was like the obvious two sides of the argument was you and I
Ay, well, una, may alak kasi yun.
I know, pero the thing is parang yung it's coming from somewhere It really is. And I'm just really curious to
gets ko yun.
Do you feel more empowered because you're you're parang finding a new paradigm or something na or parang suddenly the possibilities, kasi consider this, we have always been here where I'm left in, diba? Parang I'm still dealing with the same things that you have actually tried to deal with for the longest time. And then suddenly, more things are more open to you, maybe, I guess.
Pero hindi din kasi we're also very limited here kasi it's still pandemic, lockdown, I can't, meet anyone. I guess it's more of like, I was just able to process everything and I guess yung pagtatalo natin dun sa last video. By the way, hindi ho away yun Hindi pa po away yun sa amin. Ano lang talaga, usapang friends lang yun. it really is just more of like my frustration with my frustration with you in the sense na I feel that ang dami kasing internalized barriers na you put upon yourself that prevents you from finding
Gaano na kadami yung alak mo?
happiness.
Gaano na kadami yung alak na nainom mo?
Ngayon,
Ngayon?
hindi pa masyado.
Hindi
Okay
pa
lang.
masyado. Mag-pour ka
Sakto
ng isa
lang.
pa para mas masaya itong usapan.
Gagi.
Kasi may tatanong din
Kailangan ko na
kasi ko
matulog. O sige.
na kailangan ng alak.
I-refill ko to. Sandali.
Sige.
One more glass.
So, ayun po ang aming
patulog na ako. Loka-loka ka talaga.
Ako rin, tinatanungan nila ako, are you having dinner? Sabi ko parang, think about it.
No, this is dinner. Charot.
So, ayun po guys, it's Valentine. So, what are your plans tonight? Grabe, no? Nakaka-pressure lang talaga itong time of the year. And I really don't know. There's something about Feb 14 that pressures us into actually thinking that we should have more than ourselves. Diba? Nakaka-pressure eh. Parang hindi ko ma-explain. Except that this is live. It's so weird. Okay.
Game. Sige,
I think the thing that I want to settle is parang yung contention natin with with the mask versus femme thing.
And sige, game.
Na doon tayo hindi makamit actually for some reason. And I don't think anybody wants to let up. No? Parang walang gustong bumigay sa atin. As we got drunker through the night.
I know.
Yung arguments natin, nawawasak lang. Pero, wala natin gustong bumigay.
Oo.
Yan gusto ko ma-settle na parang, so, at this point, are you still adamant na parang it's not really your preference to be with somebody who is effeminate?
Kung ang usapan is preference, I really prefer someone who is ganito. Sige, parang hindi strict.
Sige. Preference / open. Sige, magkaiba kasi ang preference sa openness.
Oo. Pero kasi sa akin, I'm basing it off my personal experience. So parang sa akin, ang baseline is kasi alam ko naman, I know myself. I can be kumbaga, I also have not all the time, but I can also have a strong personality. But so I need someone who also can rein me in, and that's why when I say that, I want someone who is at least more masculine than me, so that he can rein me in. That's my kumbaga internal
struggle.
It's not a struggle, but it's almost like my internal gauge. Kasi he can exhibit some effeminate traits, pero at the end of the day, he would probably be more masculine than me.
So at the end of the day,
so it's always in reference to me. Kasi syempre,
yung standard mo ikaw.
Oo. Not the society or societal standard or like the community standard. It's really more of like kumbaga personalized to me. So parang I'm looking for someone who is a bit more at least masculine than me, not in general.
So
kasi like, for example, kung me versus Sid, syempre if I look for someone who is more masculine than Sid, Diyos ko, ang layo na yun sa akin, di ba? So
ang so ano yung relation ng dominance and submissiveness to our concept of
Feminine, ano.
femininity and masculinity.
Which brings me to my point kasi I know that's kind of like a problematic statement kasi by saying like more masculine meaning he's more dominant, but that's not necessarily the
I
case
know.
kasi pwede namang dominant din yung female personality, di ba? Pero para sa akin, yun nga, someone who's able to rein me in, and also to your point, what I am attracted to personally and sexually is someone who is more masculine. Yun na lang. Sige.
Sa akin kasi,
Para mas malinis na definition yun.
while I do believe that I am aware that I am effeminate, I also know that I have a tendency to be dominant.
Oo, for sure.
So, nakakita na ba kayo ng dominant na effeminate?
Oo. Madaming ganun ah. Hello,
So ito yun.
marami kayang mga ano na sila yung FM, pero sila yung dominant sa relationship. Pero in the...
Actually, even in straight relationships eh.
Oh, the
Diba?
girls were the... Oh yeah, yeah.
Yung
For
babae
sure.
yung mas dominant.
For sure. Pero yun sa akin, it's a combination of that na someone who's able to rein me in, kumbaga hindi lang, kasi I also have a tendency to be very vocal, so parang I don't want naman him to be just like a doormat na, so parang kumbaga sana may opinion din siya. But at the same time, on the other side of it, physically and I'm just really more attracted to someone who's more masculine.
Oo naman yun. I do accept that na nakaka-turn on naman talaga ang masculinity at times.
Oo, yun for me. Kasi, pag FM, not to discount it, I mean, kasi hindi ko sinasabing masama yun na, hindi lang talaga ako na-attract to it. And that's my preference. Pero, for sure, if someone is FM, tapos we hit it off personally, like on a personal level, personality-wise, magiging kaibigan ko yun for sure.
Pero kasi, like for
pero
example,
hindi ko siya magiging romantic partner.
we agree na FMC Meet Me Outside, diba? We did RVs on that. FMC, ano dun eh, diba?
Si Martin.
James. Martin yung sa Boys Lockdown. In Meet Me Outside, he was James. FM siya doon. Na feeling ko, sobrang matuturn on pa rin ako sa kanya even if he's FM.
Oh, which is good. Ako, hindi.
Hindi talaga. Pero kasi diba, ang
thing sa FM... Pero maging kaibigan ko siya.
Talaga. Ang thing sa pagiging FM kasi parang may may sleep mode na hindi siya yung talagang as expected na parang always parang kumbaga sa peacock tail out. Sometimes sa sleep mode ka lang na ganyan ka lang, ganyan. But you're still FM, diba?
Oh, like ako nga for me, I personally, although people will say na hindi, some people will say na hindi, ako I consider myself FM. Kahit na nag-football ako, kahit na nagma-mountaineering ako. Kasi lalo na pag nagbibiro ako, ang bakla ko lang talaga magbiro. Binabaludge ko talaga pag joke time. Pero, pag for example, hindi ako nagsasalita or makita mo ako na seryoso ako, posibleng hindi siya halata.
Oh yan, sabi ni Wayne, Carl was kind of feminine in GSP. I think he's also FM. Carl was FM. Carl is FM.
Oo, yeah. Well, hindi. Nung lumabas na siya, pero nung neutral siya, pwede kasi neutral siya mild-mannered lang siya.
Oo, pero hindi mo siya matatawag na mask. Hindi talaga,
no. Hindi din.
Valentine's. Yun. So, we're just really trying to catch up tonight and...
Yeah. Kaya yung ex ko, super yun, masculine.
Mask. Until now?
I think
Do you think coming out has an effect?
I think he's able to embrace some feminine side of him na he's a bit more comfortable with. So now I'm guessing he's a bit more well, I don't know because I haven't seen him in 8 years, but I'm sure from what I know of him or when I knew him, he's a different person na now for sure. Nung time kasi na kami ano siya, closet. So I mean, syempre mas overtly masculine siya. Which is what also attracted me
Yes,
to
I'm
him.
sure.
So,
Oo.
'di ba?
Pero does that actually also affect, kasi parang 'di ba, what you want, you aspire to be that also. Because you think that's what's attractive.
I tried that. I tried to be a bit more like manly. Perfect. Carl, nakita mo naman ako, una ang petit ko. Parang wala mayata maniniwala sa akin na
Wala
parang,
namang
oh,
kinalaman yun, ano?
uy, pero ang malaking factor ang height ha, minsan. Um, plus the fact na hindi ko talaga siya personalidad. So, learn ko na i-embrace na I really have both and I can be both. I mean, it depends on the scenario. I mean, yun nga, na may times na pwede kong ibaludge, 'di ba, na talagang daraga akong daraga. I love exploring that side of me. Joke time, baklaan, sige. Pero 'pag football, siyempre hindi ako bakla. I mean, bakla pa rin ako. Pero ibig sabihin, hindi ako lumalabas yung masculine side ko 'pag football kasi I need to be aggressive. I need to be, 'di ba? Although in my head, 'pag nasa football field ako, Charlie's Angels. Pero hindi naman nila alam 'yun. Internalization ko na lang 'yun.
Yun yung eksenang dinidirect
In
mo
my
sa utak
head,
mo.
'di ba? Pero kumbaga, alam ko na may calibration na nagaganap. Na parang may mga certain scenarios na mas up yung masculine factors ko. Tapos may iba naman na mas feminine and I don't mind straddling or like shifting from different modes. Kasi for me, that's me. I really have two sides that I can play around with and it's fine.
When you imagine yourself as your like most ideal self, is it more masculine or feminine? Regardless of what other people will think, na feeling mo they will accept you.
Okay. Kasi sabihin ko sana I have two answers kasi
Hmm.
parang if I want to attract a mate versus like who I'm comfortable with,
You're celebrating yourself. Talagang,
feeling ko
iba
I'm
kasi
more
talaga eh. If you're trying to attract a mate, ibang level yun eh, di ba?
iba 'di
Parang
ba?
iniisip
Iba
mo na
yung
yung societal, ano eh.
correct.
Hmm.
Ako between the two and because of my personality, it's really more my feminine side. Ang ang mangingibabaw pero yun nga, for sure may mga instances na lalabas yung masculine
Oh,
side ko when it needs to come out.
ano, what meaning yung mga palaban, ganyan?
Oh, like for example, pag binubully ka na or 'di ba? I mean, pero kung default mode, mas nurturing ako, you know what I mean? Ganun.
I think yun kasi nagiging problema eh, na parang may concept na if you're submissive, if you just let things happen to you, you're being feminine. Tapos if you're fighting back, that's your masculine side. Na naging problem din na encounter ko when I was still working.
Mm.
Na
I,
parang when you push back, that's your masculine side showing. Well, in fact, can't you actually fight for yourself and fight for what's right while
even when
not
you're feminine. Yun eh.
or
Yeah,
will not be trying to be masculine, di ba?
for sure. I'm just trying to explain it based on what society's definition is. You know what I mean? Just so for the viewers to understand it better. Pero sa akin nga in my head, wala na siyang line.
Ako rin eh.
You know what I
There's
mean? I am both feminine and masculine. I can't define it. I'm just defining it now for people to to kind of like understand it. But in my head,
Wala,
it
di
comes
ba?
naturally. Siguro lang, ma-assign ko na lang na, siguro if I have to gauge it, mas feminine siguro to, mas masculine to. Pero in my head, it's just really just JC.
Yeah, and there are just really good manners and bad manners. Di
Oo,
ba?
I mean, hindi siya about being too feminine
Matigas
or,
or malambot.
matigas or malambot. Siguro mas ganun na lang. Pero yun nga kasi ang problema din, you also like set, it's hard kasi to like redefine it given that there has been like definitions already for it. Like for example, matigas malambot. Who's to say na ang female energy hindi matigas? Pwede din
Oo.
naman,
Pwede,
'di ba?
pwede
Yun
talaga.
na nga. Pero pag sinabi natin yun, medyo may cognitive dissonance from the usual kasi hindi yun yung nakagisnan. So parang we always need to refer to how it was defined just for appreciation. But we're not saying it's confined to that. I mean, sa akin nga ngayon, soft, hard, whatever. Siguro yung stricto na lang yung tipong feminine qualities and masculine qualities na tipong mas overt or mas
Na
obvious.
heteronormative.
Na heteronormative for better appreciation. Like for example, the term na sissy,
Yes. Or faggot, di
girly,
ba?
that's obviously very feminine, and that's fine. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying girly, me, I can be girly. I can really be girly in my tanga, but but
It takes confidence to wear something like that.
but I'm saying um there's a side to me also who's not a sissy. I'm not saying a sissy is bad. I'm just saying na merong side to me na hindi mag-a-Ariana Grande, magli-lip-sync to Ariana Grande or magtatanga na pwede makipagbasag ulo sa football or sa taekwondo or whatever. Not to say na ang babae hindi pwede makipagbasag ulo sa football at taekwondo ha. Yun na
Pero
nga
mas accepted, di ba? Mas accepted siya.
Ang tricky, pero mas madali lang maintindihan. Di ba?
Pero di ba napapansin mas cool when actually a girl does that, gets to taekwondo, may cool aspect eh. Kaya nga patriarchy still rules eh, di ba? When the girl actually crosses over that line and they
Mas
are
admirable.
empowered, mas admirable. Pero when
pag ang lalaki nag-ballet, parang
or kapag naging sensitive, he needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I get it.
Ano?
Pero sa akin, confined lang to, ibalik natin sa Valentine's, who are we attracted to? I'm really just more attracted to
Feeling ko kasi,
heteronormative definition of like a masculine guy.
feeling ko kasi meron talaga akong first-hand experience na hindi ko rin ine-expect that I was really sobrang nabaliw ako sa FM. As in, baliw. As in, baliw na umiiyak ako, umangalingal ako sa gitna ng C5 na as in, patay na patay. Na hindi ko akalaing mangyayari siya. And when it happened, I just realized na hindi pala yun yung priority na tinitingnan ko kung FM or mask siya. May mga iba akong tinitingnan in a person.
Well, that's a good realization.
Kasi sobrang FM talaga siya, JC. Mas FM pa ata siya sa'yo, sa akin. FM talaga siya. Like, which is not really a bad thing nga kasi.
Hindi naman siya bad.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yun nga, I wanna just clarify that it's not bad. Pero at the end of the day, kasi we like who we like. I mean, you can't dictate that. I mean, kanya-kanya tayo ng gusto. Hindi ko naman pwedeng i-dictate sa'yo yun dapat mo gustuhin. Tsaka yun sa akin, ako din, I have my own preference.
But you will only realize it when it happens to you eh.
Yeah, for sure.
Diba? Kasi parang may ideas na feed sa'yo na parang, diba? Ito talaga yung But then this happens na parang, ay, hindi nga. Parang,
buti nga ikaw na-experience mo yun. Kasi ako, based on, track record, like the guys that I'm attracted to, if you all look at them, if I wrote them down and like showed you some visual aids, lahat sila ano, super ultra masculine. So, which is my problem also. Why it's harder for me to find someone. Kasi, usually yung mga guys na ganun, ang gusto nila, ultra masculine din. Eh, hindi naman ako yun. So,
See, so in your observation, in your life, alin yung mas
mm,
madaming na-attract sa'yo? Masculine guys or feminine guys?
feminine guys. Si,
Sa akin din.
yung ex ko was, ano, a glitch. Oo.
Nakakaloka yung glitch. Sa akin din, madaming feminine guys
Mm.
na na-attract sa akin. Is it because of the facial hair? Hindi ko rin alam eh.
Posible ako, hindi ko din alam. Kasi parang hindi naman ako borta, hindi naman ako... Although, may mga lumalandi sa akin, pero hindi bexe, mga straight guys usually. O yung mga patola, yung mga hinaharot ako na parang ako, come
Ano yung
on.
gusto nila? Bakit kanila hinaharot?
Hindi kasi alam nila na,
To what end? Means to what end?
hindi ko din alam, pero parang sa, like for example, inside joke in the office, like for example, pag inuman, tapos parang tinatanong yung mga sabers, oh, sige, sige, ano, rhetorical question, parang kung papatol ka sa Bex, not to say na papatol ka, but like in case papatol ka sa Bex, sinong Bex in the office yung papatol ka?
JC.
Yung mga ganong tanong. Tapos usually, lagi ang sagot, ako. Sabi ko, parang bakit ako? Tapos parang sabi nila, iba-ibang sagot, pero parang, like, wholesome, mabait, well, I'm not trying to, like, hindi ko inangat yung sarili ko, kinikwento ko lang. Pero yun, lagi parang they feel kasi na, para akong guys guy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Parang,
Non-threatening entity.
non-threatening, makakasundo nila, makakausap nila, pwede nila makayaya sa inuman, manood ng football. Parang kung papatol sila, ako, kasi ako yung pinaka-less threatening, I guess. I don't know if that's a compliment, but...
How is it different there in LA than here?
I don't have a reference only because I haven't been. I mean, it's still very limited the actions here. Although I go to work every day, pero I don't have a social life, to be honest.
Kasi sa pandemic kasi, di
Kasi
ba?
because of the pandemic, my social life is going to the park and working out and running and I don't even get to talk, to chat with people. If I do get to chat with them, it's probably in line sa Trader Joe's to like,
My God,
okay,
wala nga kaming ganyan dito, no? Diyos ko. We can't even go to the park, my God.
wala akong
Scary.
nakakausap. Wala pa. So, wala din.
Nako. And seeing that you have to end this soon, but happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's. I also wish for you, Carl, na makahanap ka na din ng love
Pero
mo.
kasi okay na ako eh. Parang feeling ko tapos na yung laban.
Ay, well, okay. Di kita ifa-fight dyan kasi ngayon that's what you think. Pero dumaan din ako yan. And later on, you will realize na hindi pa tapos ang laban pag may dumating. So, antayin na lang natin yun.
Pero siya na yung pupunta. As far as I'm concerned, I'm fine, di ba? I'm fine. Madaming kailangan i-mind eh.
Sana naman yung yung willing ng mag-pursue sa'yo. I know you love the chase. So, sana, hopefully this time, ikaw yung
Hindi naman
nahuli
ata nanonood sa akin. Hindi naman ata nanonood dito yung mga... Aminin ko naman there have been like at least dahil sa ginawa natin, di ba? Itong all this... Oh my God, am I going to say this? Because of all that we've been doing, parang may mga may mga... How would you say this?
Well, you opened it
May
up,
mga
but
ano
if you
na,
want to talk about it,
no, but there's really no going around it naman. Na parang there have been actually at least two people who've actually, I guess,
reach out to you
reached
because of
out. Yes, I
this.
think that's the right term, reached out. Pero
Buti nga sa'yo, may nag-reach out.
hindi ko naman akalain din yun kasi parang knowing I mean look at the three of us naman when we actually go on live ako nga yung pinaka ewan ko ba
Ako maraming nag-reach out na
sampatin.
mga friends kasi like na super touch ako yung mga viewers na feeling nila, I mean, like, I love them all. Pero romantically, wala. Unlike you.
Hindi ko nga alam kung romantic yung well actually when I show Sid kasi we've been meeting each other sabi, yun na yun Carl yun na yun ako sobrang dense lang ako talaga yun parang talaga.
Sid would know.
Pero yun nga
I'm sure he has gotten a lot. So, he would know.
yeah, he's gotten so much. Pero ako parang I've only had like what? 2, 3, ganyan. Pero
At least, you got 3.
hindi nga
Chika na
pero
yun.
hindi siya nag-workout. Hindi talaga siya nag-workout for some reason.
Did you give it a shot naman ba? Baka naman dinismiss mo agad-agad.
Hindi. I always reply naman. I always do.
Well, dadating din yan.
Dadating nga din. I do believe.
Oh my God, sorry guys. Ano lang, wala, ano pa, I'm short
And
of sleep.
you have work later also, no?
Tonight.
Kung kailan
Yeah.
20,000 ang viewers because I didn't really tweet it and
20,000? Seryoso ka?
20 lang. 20 million.
Okay lang. Hi to the 20, to the lucky 20. Lucky 20.
Lucky 20. Ewan ko.
Oh, catch up lang namin to ni Carly.
Oo nga.
Kinakamusta lang namin ang isa't isa't. Alam naming malamig ang aming Valentine.
Hirap gawin makakuha ng
Malamig
schedule.
na nga ang Pasko, malamig pa ang Valentine's. Oo, kasi may trabaho na ako kasi ako.
Oo. Tapos ako wala pa rin. So sobrang bored lang ako.
I have a day job and a night job. So I'm double shift.
Ako maghahanap na ako ng work soon. I really do believe na parang it's time. I'm too bored. I'm getting too demanding and frustrated also. I think I need to busy myself with something. So, pero medyo ningit nga kasi parang that's always the better position to be in eh. You're so busy, you have so much to attend to. And
I
you
don't have
divide
time.
yourself. Exactly.
Parang the time that I have to spare, I'd rather sleep.
But the grass is always greener, di ba? Ako naman parang, okay, I can sleep whenever I want to. Na parang I just feel so porol. Alam mo yun, parang what the fuck is this? Parang,
gets ko naman yan. Ayaw nating napupurol, girl. Alam natin yan. Cheers. Bawal mapurol.
Yes, bawal.
In more ways than one.
So, para ang goal ko by April, sana may something na.
Alam mo, ito, yan din yung prenay ko eh, nung, di ba, I was here October. Tapos sabi ko talaga, so, syempre, October, November, December, holiday. So, parang sabi ko, parang no one was really in work mode. Everyone was in the holiday spirit. So, but then by January, sabi ko, you know what, I've been here almost October, November, December, January, 4 months na, diba? Tapos sabi ko na lang, universe, if I'm meant to stay here, give me a sign. Sabi ko, so I'm giving myself a cut off. Sabi ko, by March, if I don't get another job, then I go back. So,
congratulations guys. Sobrang congratulations. It sounds fun.
So, parang, okay. Then, I guess, and then everything else followed after that. All the things that I needed to kind of like, set up my life here is, ano,
Good,
um,
no? Parang,
yeah,
one
parang
day, actually, parang,
slowly, one
a
after the
motivation
other,
ko
I'm
lang naman to
accomplishing it.
actually, a motivation ko lang naman actually is to do better than what I'm doing now. Kasi right now, parang I can live naman eh. I really can with what I have
Yeah.
steady. Pero ayoko eh. I'm not really, hindi ako um, content with all this. It's because I also don't like traveling. Alam mo naman din yan, JC, ba? Among all your friends also. Even with like Sid will also na, I don't really like traveling. I really don't. I travel because people want to travel with me.
Hmm.
Di ba? Aayain ako somewhere or because I want to visit people
Hmm.
who are not here with me. Yun lang yung ano ko. Pero for me to travel just for the sake of traveling, that's not me eh. So parang feeling ko, ang motivation ko lang to be able to like find something to do with my life more than what I already have is so that I can like visit people like you or my best friend like Mickey, like in other parts of the world. I'm not really interested in LA, but I think I would be interested in like seeing it how you are there. You get what I mean? Yun lang talaga eh. Pero insofar as LA, Barcelona, Berlin, parang for me
Basta,
kasi may laban
pag,
sa Pilipinas na ini-enjoy ko rin. Pero gusto ko makita yung mga parts na yan because I have friends there. You get what I mean?
basta once it's okay na to travel and you have the time, visit me here.
Of course, pero kailangan ko muna maghanap ng pang-visit.
Oo, sige, madali na lang yan. Ako, I'm predicting before April, makakahanap ka na ng work.
Talaga? Parang may some...
Hmm.
It's really hard kasi parang aminin ko rin naman sa ating 17,000 viewers na parang ang tingin sa akin kasi social na parang when I say na parang I don't have a job, parang they will dismiss it. Parang yeah, I will survive, pero it doesn't mean na I want it this way only.
Oo naman.
Meron akong insecurity and fear that I feel every na parang kailangan I have to kailangan I have to rise above this. Alam mo yun? I have to go back to a career. I really do. And sometimes kasi, ang problem is when people ask me, I don't admit it na gusto ko na magtrabaho ulit.
Hindi, admit it. Kasi if you admit it, then the universe will, okay, give it to you. So,
Mahirap
admit it.
nga kasi parang mahirap talaga siya na parang kapag ganyan yung tingin sa'yo, may tendency na papanindigan mo lang.
Kaya ano bang mas importante sa'yo, panindigan o magkatrabaho?
Pero mahirap kasi magmukhang desperada. Masakit actually. Mahirap is not masakit is the term.
Pride mo na yun.
Sabi naman kasi ng aking dark brown hair.
I mean, you just have to like let go of that pride and just say, hindi, tsaka bakit ka mahihiya? And it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not even the finance aspect of it that's important to you. It's the fulfillment. So,
Oo, pero
you
yun na
know,
nga eh. Pero nakakahiya to actually admit that you're financially scared. On
you don't
my
have to
part,
say, but you don't have
I've
to say
actually
that.
worked myself to a corner wherein it's easy for some people to admit na parang they're financially scared and unstable and they have to fight for it. For me, I think I have actually worked myself to a corner parang that I feel na parang it's shameful to actually see something like that.
You
But
don't
it's,
think about it. Just do what you need to do. Yun na lang.
yeah. So,
And
there.
and I wish you all the best. Uy, kailangan ko ng maborlogs. Maaga pa
Yes.
dadating. Alam mo na wala pa akong tulog. This is only my
Oo nga
rest.
eh. Thank you for actually, parang being with us. And the hi to everybody who's been with us. Hi like Joy and
Hi everyone. I'm tapping out now. I'm barely baka makatulog ako. Kawawa naman si Carl. Samahan niyo na lang si Carl.
You mean to tell me magla-live ako mag-isa? Parang hindi man ata maganda yun.
Malay mo, subukan mo. Malay mo. Baka may
Subukan
ano
ko
niya.
pero gusto ko mag-dinner kasi anong oras na ba? 8:38. Sige, I'm going to 30 minutes, magda-live ako mag-isa. I
Oo.
actually want to try eh, actually.
Oo, subukan mo, tignan mo, malay mo may manligaw sa'yo on air.
Ay,
On
ayoko
air.
naman yun. Pero manonood ako ng anime after this.
O siya.
Yeah, I'm 30 minutes on timer.
Okay. I will leave na ha. Bye, honey. Happy
Bye. I'll
Valentine's.
stay 30 minutes after your JC, but
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Sorry, I need my beauty sleep. Bye. Nice
bye,
hanging
JC. It
out
was
with
so nice
everyone.
seeing you again. And we have to work out our schedule for the BLs that we are going to do.
Yeah. Sige. Let's talk about it offline and then let's
Yeah,
figure out a sked.
I know.
Hopefully. But I'm only free Saturdays na lang or like Friday
Eh, kung
evening.
work it out din naman, and hindi ko rin alam kung paano natin gagawin yung, ano, yun nga, yung paid content na, honestly.
O, antayin na lang natin si Sid. I know he'll figure something out. Bilang siya ang millennial sa atin.
At
Ay, ikaw
tayo,
din pala.
di ba?
Oo, ang Golden Girls. Charot. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, my God. Ano ba to? I've never done a live alone. But I have 28 minutes. Do you have questions for me? Pero if not, I can just log out also and stick, have dinner. Sid is actually also having a live, but it's on Facebook. I don't know who it's with, but I guess he's with his friends and yes, like other plans. Pero if you want to see, we actually had a live na the three of us. We're all together. Nasa page niya. So you can just like go there and see what happened. But it's Valentine's. Naalala ko lang kasi ever since when I was young, tapos wala naman also parang, what am I supposed to do during Valentine's? And I'm always like, and I'm drinking, yes, I am. I just opened a new bottle. So, kaya rin sinusulit ko ng 30 minutes so that at least I can finish half of the bottle. So, ever since I was young, I would always, kasi when I was in high school, naabutan ko na hindi kami naka-uniform. This is going to date me, pero hindi kami naka-uniform sa Ateneo High School. So, I would always wear black, as in like all black kapag Feb 14. Unforgettable Valentine's date. Kasi parang I think when you're very high-rise or first high-rise, if I would say that if I've had unforgettable my Valentine's Day dates have always been devoted to my friends kasi, and if you've been like me na para ako yung mga matatawag siguro ng mga Bex na ako yung Bex na mascot. Mascot talaga ako eh. Parang token gay friend to straight people. So always kapag Valentine's Day, always like during the time that they were not married yet, ako yung laging the third person or the fifth person na kasama nila to make things more alive. So sasama nila ako sa Valentine's Chever, whatever. Pero Valentine's Day, parang wala eh. Because lagi ako nung unahan ng bitterness. Actually. Well, in fact, alam ko naman that Valentine's is only a marketing scheme. 'Di ba? Marketing lang siya eh. Parang, if you really think about it, if you really like someone, if you really love someone, that you don't have to wait for Feb 14. Really. Pero, no, I don't. Ikaw ba, Rai? I'm gonna, I can read your answer here. What if we try to look for a quiz, no? Try natin maghanap ng quiz. Valentine's quiz. Or love quiz. Sige. Try our Valentine's Day quiz. Questions on Valentine's Day. Pero goodhousekeeping.com, so kamusta naman yun? So what is your ideal Valentine's date when the right person comes? Ako, I really like, parang going to the museum or actually watching like a concert or a ballet. Hindi ko alam kung hindi ko alam kung pretentious siya, but it's really just something that I really like to enjoy kasi parang like if you're in a museum naman kasi ang people think it's actually pretentious, pero honestly, if you're among beautiful things and art, you don't have to pretend. If you think about it, parang you're just really among these beautiful things and you're just really appreciating, and that's what I like about it. Doon ko rin malalaman if we're like, similar and, also like, for example, if you're watching a ballet or a stage play, you're appreciating art. So parang when you're among art, you don't have to pretend so much. So I think that would be my, um, ideal Valentine's Day date. Um, Ako, gusto ko rin yung parang you're just really talking na parang wala lang. Na I don't like pretending so much na parang gusto ko organic lang. I'm also down for kasi it always starts naman na awkward eh. Alam ko naman yun eh. It can't be like parang bam, okay talaga kagad. So parang sometimes may yumminess din kasi yung awkwardness. Hindi ko alam kung it's my masochista part in me. Pero nakakatawa lang na kapag awkward at masakit, may pleasure doon. So you will start with that. Tapos eventually you creep into a comfortable place with each other and you get deeper. Pero there. Um Eventually when I get to know him, parang masarap din naman to cook for someone. Because for some reason, parang through this whole pandemic, I realized that I really like cooking pala. Eh, masarap lang to actually experiment with flavors and technique. But if you ask me, hindi ko naman masasabi sa'yo how much of each ingredient is needed. Tinatcha lang. Pero I think my fantasy is to be able to cook for someone and to, just fix a meal for us after, of course, we've enjoyed art together. And eh, So what is your do you like flowers and chocolates no matter how cheesy it is? Chocolates I like. Who doesn't like naman chocolates? And flowers, yes, of course. I'm sure you do also like that. Do you who asked that? And do you like chocolate and flowers also? I mean, I think the question is which would you like more to receive or to give? Chocolates and flowers. Oh, of course. Yeah, I guess I would like what should be a single on the Valentine's Day starter pack? A good book always. A good book, good friends. Kasi at my age, before kasi when you are younger, you will find that you will have more and more and more single friends. Tapos lagi kayo nagre-rebel sa notion na it's Valentine's Day. Why is it even? It's like single awareness day. Ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Pero ang aaminin ko naman kasi talaga as you get older, most of your good friends or people that you like hanging out with will be in relationships. They will be married with kids, or parang in a stable relationship na nauubos na rin talaga sila. But when you're younger, it's nice to have single friends with you when this day come kasi you can be just be what do you call this, bitter all you want with each other. Pero at this point naman kasi, feeling ko rin naman, at this age, parang alam mo na rin kung ano yung gusto mo, you like what you're watching, and these days naman, we have Netflix, we have the internet na, if you want to watch anime, there's always anime. Like, after this, I can watch anime, and I will like, parang rewatch Hugh Karamao until like, I gouge my eyes off. I think the starter kit is really a good wine, which is not necessarily based on price, but based on what you like. if you feel like it's sweet, fruity, or whatever. And then some form of entertainment that you like for yourself. It can be a book, it can be anime, it can be a movie. It can be friends also if you still have friends na single pa. And you can also do live stream like what I'm doing right now. Have you helped a friend in preparation for their date? Like yung maghawak ng will you be my Valentine? I'm sure I have kasi being naman a gay guy and a gay guy na ang daming friends na straight, I'm sure I have. I just can't remember right now specifically how. Pero as a friend naman, whether you're gay, you're straight, or whatever, your duty is always to, encourage people around you. It doesn't have to be your friend. It can be like your sister, diba? Or your cousin or whatever. So I think I have. And yeah, I think I have. How a person reacts to art can tell a lot. Yes, it really does. And what kind of art he does, diba? Parang, actually right now, yung lagi kong hindi natatanong sa mga artists na interview ko is the mechanics of abstract art. Kasi parang if it's like impressionist or whatever, parang there's always a standard na this is the real world and this is the impressionist interpretation of it. Pero kapag abstract, ano yung standard niya, di ba? And yeah, I do. Museum dates, Anna, is a very good ano. Kaso nga lang when I was in Europe, tapos I was actually hindi ko nga alam eh. Parang I've had a very very close friend na hindi ko din naman alam kung anong dynamics namin if we're friends, brothers, or whatever else. Iniwan niya ako sa museum. Because he wanted to see other things and he wanted to see other things and he had to split up. But the museum date is always it's nice because they're amongst, nice things and then it's what you do after a museum date that also matters. As in like can have I don't know. Ayoko naman kasi maging mata pobre kasi pwede namang you can have street food outside after. 'Di ba? Or mag-beer kayo, mag-San Mig Light kayo after, or you can go sophisticated. That's also welcome as long as you get to talk about what you saw. Tsaka alam naman natin na these days yung mga museum natin here in the Philippines are giving mga free days. So it's also it's very interesting. It is. It's me wanting to break away from the fact na parang people see me as privileged, which I am not because I'm jobless. Top 5 book recommendations, but I can give you authors. I really like reading Douglas Coupland. I also like reading what's his name? I can actually do a post on Twitter. I can't remember right now. Adam Silverio is also good. These are queer. Kasi lately, mga queer writers yung mga nagugustuhan ko eh. Douglas Coupland is not queer, but he's really fun, a fun writer. Masaya pa rin si J.D. Salinger, one of my favorite authors of all time. Adam Silverio, Douglas Coupland. Yeah, those are 3 authors already. Max Barry is fun. Ako kasi I can only recommend according to authors kasi it's easier to see for yourself kung anong gusto mo among his work tsaka hindi siya nag-expire upon. I know. Pero if you haven't read Perks of Being a Wallflower, hindi watched kasi it's so much better in book form kaysa sa movie form. I think you should find it. I don't think that's something pretentious. I also believe that going to museum galleries are sobrang saya actually, Rai. the most ano is when I actually go to piano recital, sobrang orgasmic niya na hindi ko ma-explain, but not a lot of people can appreciate it. Na siguro parang naging ano na lang, naging ano ko na lang siguro for myself, defense mechanism na maybe kasi not a lot of people can understand it and they have accepted it na parang maybe it's a weirdness that I have na. And a lot of people say that it's being pretentious. So maybe I've just started believing it. Pero wala, parang 'di ba? Parang so there, yeah. What dish would I prepare? Siguro a pasta dish or alam nyo, ang pinakamadalang, hirap na hirap akong gumawa ng steak. Honestly. I can like buy the best beef. Pero ang hirap, mahirap talaga siya kasi some people will say na parang, sobrang highest settings ng fire na parang sobrang high heat. Tapos isi-sear mo. Pero sometimes kasi, sobrang bloody niya inside. Alam mo yun? So parang I would say na parang what dish would I prepare? Ang na-perfect ko lately is yung salpikaw. Kasi ano siya parang kung hindi ka marunong mag-steak at kaya mong ano siya na it's not too raw, it's not too medium, but it's like so I do wagyu salpikaw and I will also do I actually magaling ako magsalad. Magaling talaga. So maybe I can like parang do a video on the salads that I make. So what particular salad siguro I'll make masarap yung salad na ginagamitan ko ng tuyo, ng lettuce, and all these other greens, and vinaigrette na may lemon. Also, masarap din yung honey mustard salad ko with sausages. And some sort of pasta. I wouldn't say that I love pasta, pero I find that magaling akong gumawa na pasta. I don't know. So that's the kind of meal that I would make. Mahilig ako sa dessert, pero hindi ako magaling gumawa ng dessert. So maybe that's something that we can have after, like find a place na nag-serve ng dessert. Hindi ako pwede mag-coffee because coffee still has an effect on me. It really does. Kapag nag-coffee ako, hindi ako makakatulog. So that's not something that we like to happen. Parang ang bagal kong mabasa yung mga comments nyo. Which chocolate brand would you like to receive? Godiva. I love Godiva, sorry. Pero honestly, my cheap treat would be, I really love Crunch. Nestle Crunch. As in like, Nestle Crunch. Masarap din if you know yung York chocolate in the States na, ano siya, peppermint patties covered with chocolate, of course. Pero I'm not really a very, expensive chocolatier. What anime are you planning to watch and what's your top 3 anime? Top 1 would still be always Code Geass. As in, feeling ko I watch it like at least once or once every 2 years. Code Geass. Like, parang I'm still always hungry to know what happens next. Right now, I'm going to continue rewatching Kyo Karamao, which I watched more than a decade ago. And it has Yuri and Wolfram. They don't spoiler alert, they don't kiss, pero they're like one of the first BL anime pairings that I've watched, and it's really just enjoy. It's just masaya lang siya panoorin. Hindi ko siya masabi in English. Masaya siyang panoorin kasi parang Yuri's like so innocent and stuff like that na and they're one of the first few BL anime pairs that I've seen, and they still do ship them. The top 3 anime. So I have Kyo Karamao, I have first I have Code Geass, Kyo Karamao. Top 3, ang hirap naman ng top 3 kasi parang ang daming magagaling na anime actually. Parang Honey and Clover. panoorin niyo yung Honey and Clover. Tas meron din parang may mahabang-mahabang anime na parang I know how the flower something, whatever. I'm gonna look for it. Pero Honey and Clover is like, it helped me mature. I would have to say. It's a, I think it started as a, ano eh, parang, I don't know. So those are the three. So that would be Code Geass, Hyo Karamao, Honey and Clover. Do you think watching a movie at the cinema is a good first date? Parang hindi siya first date eh. Kasi parang, ano eh, parang it's, parang first and foremost, you don't really know if you will agree on a movie tapos you will just end up judging the other person kung siya yung namili ng ano. I think a good first date would still be coffee or lunch. Because when you have lunch, you will get to talk to each other properly, and if you don't like it, you can always cut it. A movie kasi, I think a movie is an intimate activity. It's so intimate that it's actually fine to watch a movie on your own. Yun. So, I would not say that watching a movie is going to be a good first date. It may be like a second or third when you're ready. Maganda lang siyang first date in a sense that you get to hide from him eh. You're focused on what's happening in front of you, so you don't really have to talk to him. So, what would be the point? Honestly, di ba? Parang, it's, for me, parang I see it as like a bigger waste of time. I think it's better to have a coffee date para at least after the coffee date, you know if you're, ano, kung magsundo talaga kayo or hindi, di ba? Or a lunch date. Pero kung movie talaga, you have to wait until after the movie and compare if you like, you know, parang have enjoyed it in the same way or you have like different or same opinion on it. Parang it's a bigger waste. It's better to watch a movie either alone or with the friends whom you know na alam nyong pare-pareho ka nag-enjoy ng movie na yun. Don't waste it on a date. That's what I'm saying. Movie is an important part of. Do you think watching a movie at the cinema is funny though? My husband doesn't like museums. Well, but you can like, you know, have naman friends to, you know, go to the museums with you. Pero when you travel, again, kakasabi ko lang, hindi man ako mahilig mag-travel. So, you can like naman have friends to go to museums with you. Tapos you can like, you know, parang, and I'm sure you have activities na ayaw rin naman mong let me rephrase that. If you like going to museums, your husband doesn't like going to museums, I'm sure you have friends who like going to museums, so you can go to the museums with them. And as your husband likes going to things or places, and you don't like going to those things and places, his friends can actually go with them. Okay lang naman yon, so that you can still have your pero I'm sure may intersection naman yan na yung gusto niyo puntahan. I think that's and sometimes also naman, para masarap din naman yung feeling na pipilit mo siya to go to where you wanna go, or yung pinapagbigyan mo siya to go to where he wants to go. I don't know. This is me. I'm single, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. So make a video about your book recommendations. Catcher in the Rye is like the best always. Tapos Franny and Zoe, maganda yung yung mga short stories niya, To Esme with Love and Squalor, yung yes, but I do have all his books, yes. Movie or book? Both. Magkaiba sila eh. Masarap manood ng movie, masarap magbasa ng book, pero book is always a solitary, well, din naman ng movie, it's like something you should enjoy alone. How long can I survive without internet? I don't think I can, kasi parang just like 2 weeks ago, my sister brought me to a resort, tapos walang signal. It's not because I really like lurking, pero parang feeling ko sometimes this YouTube life thing has changed me to sometimes like miss interacting with you guys. So, I don't know, maybe not that long. I've always believed that the best moments with the people you love are the ones without distractions and all. That's true, but parang yeah, that's true. And sometimes also parang tatawa lang ako when do you actually realize na when you go to concerts tapos people are not no longer watching the concert tapos they're just recording or uploading things live. Dun ako naiirita. But you just really have to know when you should live your life real time for yourself and to live your life like record it or go online. Of course, like same lang naman yan. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, perks of being a wallflower, yeah. Hindi pagiging pretentious, it's being cultured. I don't know about that. Pero yeah, I don't know. Pero it's also something that you enjoy. It doesn't, ayoko naman isipin hindi culture din ibang tao. Pero it's really something that you enjoy, like in your head. Like. Anong salpikaw yan? Yung Spanish style o yung pangpulutan? I'll try to make a video about it kasi medyo, salpikaw naman kasi really about the kind of meat that you use, di ba? Pero honestly, yung salpikaw is, masarap siya with rice, masarap din siya pulutan actually. Pero it's really about the kind of meat that you use. Hindi siya masyadong maalat, pero I do really use a lot of garlic. Depende sa appetite mo. Kasi may mga tao naman na kahit hindi pulutan, hindi magamit ng rice, I guess. Heston Blumenthal, the perfect steak. Sige. I'm going to take note of that. Ang hirap talaga gumawa ng steak, guys. Ang dami na nagsabi sa akin, magta-timer ka ba? 1 minute on each side. Tapos when people cut through my 1 minute on each side, it's so bloody. So parang they can't even eat it. Na meron para medyo, minsan, kasi mientras ikaw yung nagluto nun, tapos sobrang bloody na hindi man lang siya medium rare. It's just like rare na brown lang sa around. Papanig ko, no, this is the right pero honestly, parang it's really hard. It also depends on the thickness of the of the meat that you get. I don't even get yung mga 1 inches, yung mga dapat mga 3/4 inch lang na thickness. Yes, ayun na, how do you pronounce that band? Ayun na Israel 23, cooking classes for a date. Yes. Sobrang saya nun. Saya nga nun, cooking classes, and then I guess you eat what you cook, no? And then, actually, ang sarap lang talaga magluto. Alam mo, actually, once you find something that you are both interested in, tapos mag-uusap lang kayo, that's always the best. Madaming beses na ako nabibiktima na nagugustuhan ko eventually how we talk on Viber, Twitter, or whichever platform. Tapos nag-fizzle out lang. But conversation still is always the first priority. Always. Oo nga di ba, Madam Keme? I think it's always the best pa rin talaga is always the parang lunch date. Local BL that you want to have a season 2. Game Boys is already having a season 2. What else? What local BL that I want to have a season 2 for? Well, yeah, it's already getting a season 2 eh. Yun nga, Game Boys. Teka lang what happened to my to my light? Do you want me in the dark? Ang gusto ko itanong sa inyo, local BL versus Thai BL. Kasi ako, I can never ever choose between those two. Parang I do like Thai BL for how they are and I will not change them kasi parang there's a part of me that enjoys how they are. Honestly, I will not change them. Ay, ang galing. Oo, ang galing on. Ang galing na ano no, nag-timer na yung aking ano, parang time that I've set for this live. Pero look, what about Pinoy BLs compared to Thai BLs? Magkaiba naman sila. Parang it's so ano eh, parang ikaw compare mo ba ang Thai food versus Filipino food? 'Di ba? Parang you enjoy it for what it is. I grew up with Filipino food and I like Filipino food and sometimes I would like to try to eat Thai food. Pero ikaw ba, have you ever actually felt the need to change Thai food? Hindi, 'di ba? Parang when you like Thai food, you will enjoy Thai food for what it is. So kapag gusto mo ng Thai BL, you will watch Thai BL. And I really like them also for how they are. And it's not because they've started it, pero they have their own culture, they're dealing with their own problems, and masaya din naman siya, they have their own production-wise. So those are two different dishes that you have to live with. If you like Thai food and if you like Filipino food, there's nothing from stopping you from enjoying both. You don't have to choose just one. So ganun din ako. Thai BL, Filipino BL, they're both good. They serve different parts of your soul. You should not be in any way obliged to choose between the two of them. There are good Thai BLs, there are bad Thai BLs, and it doesn't reflect on its Thainess. It reflects on the people who made it, who wrote it, who acted in it, who produced it, who directed it. Ganun din naman na Filipino BLs. So that's my opinion it. Marami akong gustong Thai BL. I enjoy them. They're funny, they're fun. Marami rin akong gustong Filipino BLs. I just find na if you want escapism and you just want to like, parang get out of this everyday humdrum world or all the challenges, there's Thai BL. But if you really want to get real and feel things that are closer to your heart, there's Filipino BL. So I think that's the main difference. Tama, alam mo, Rai, I also really enjoyed Theory of Love. Sobrang Theory of Love is like good. For some reason, Thorn type, na-enjoy ko siya. Pero sobrang aaminin ko talaga sobrang nakakaano yung start eh. I was really disturbed because of some certain aspect. Tumino ang together if you watch season 2. Pero together as in like together lang without still together, don't even. But if you watch together tapos mag-crossover ka to still together, okay siya. Dark Blue Kiss is good, yeah. Jason and I both like it. Korean BLs, I've seen one eh. I've seen yung what's the latest Korean BL? Yung wherein they ended up together. Well, I can't remember the title, so I can say that they ended up together. But yes, that's also nice. I also watch Taiwanese BL. Anong series ba yon? May isang sobrang lungkot na hindi ko kinaya. Sobrang, yung the last one of those. Hindi ko alam kung anong series yun eh. Pero yes. Preachy ang Pinoy BLs. Kasi nga, parang we were just also talking about this in our interview with a podcast a while ago. The thing with Pinoy BLs is that nag-crossover kasi siya to queer content and queer will always have like causes under its belt na we're an oppressed segment eh. So we're always trying to break through something. Kaya siya nagiging, I guess, preachy. But it's not preachy eh. It's subversive eh. We're trying to break through. We're trying to claim a space under the sun. I guess. it's not being preachy. It's like us trying to find our place nga. Hindi naman. As I'm saying na parang there are BLs na kung gusto mo ng ganon, parang queer content siya and trying to fight. We're fighting for equality. We're fighting for normalcy. We're not even fighting for for um there's Pinoy BL, pero if you just want escapism, there's always a lot of others also. Kahit naman yung mga Western, I don't know if they're BL or queer content, like kunwari, Hey Simon and all those Western content is concerned, laging coming out din di ba? Pero kasi parang thoughts on Pinoy BL na mukhang cash grab lang. Wag na natin kasing yan. Kung cash grab lang yan, honestly, this is always going to be my position. Kung basura, give it like until third, fourth episode kung basura. Kapag talagang feeling mo at up to fourth episode basura siya, just let go of it. Kasi I think as human beings, ayaw naman natin na pinagsasamantalahan lang din tayo sa kahinaan natin. I mean, it's good that there are people, there are artists who would like to talk to us, like to reflect our our plights or our parang sentiments as people. Pero yes, lagi naman pang cash grab lang. Hindi naman sa BL lang nangyayari yan, 'di ba? Kahit naman ng mga TF films na nabibigyan rin namin ng mga lalaki, mga straight guys sa ganyan na pinapagkakitaan lang yung kalibugan nila. As I think try na rin tayong biktimahin on that. And there will always be something like that, and it's not exclusive to BLs, honestly. But if you think na niloloko ka na, like after the third episode, or if it's like a relationship after the third date, na feeling mo niloloko ka na, that's time to let go, di ba? Ang basura ay basura. Kesa show, sa tao, sa friendship. So, laging meron yan. And yeah, so my opinion is if it's trash, it's trash. History, yes, right. Oo, yung history series, I've watched all of those. Nakakaloka yung last one, but I love yung Taiwanese history series na yan, and that's always going to be a big recommendations. I just can't really do reaction videos on it kasi nga parang I don't think I'm allowed to because of copyright. Pero the history series, they're all good. Nakakaloka yung last one, I have to say. Yeah, ayaw mo yung squirming eye ni Bright. Pero ang cute niya eh. Pero at least tong second season, medyo may sincerity na. Hindi katulad nung first season na parang, ano ba to? Parang gay for pay. Ano ba yan? Yeah, my day is actually good for escapism. It's just that I will admit that I didn't finish it kasi nga parang when they prevented us from watching it all together, suddenly I found myself not used to watching it alone. Filipino author. Filipino author? Bigla akong tumingin sa library ko eh. No? I'm sure meron, hindi ko lang maisip. Luis Joaquin Katigbak, I like him. I like his work. The late Luis Joaquin Katigbak. In terms of novels, maybe I'll look at my library again and I'll tweet about it. Pero kung Filipino BLs na parang wala akong maisip eh. There's the standard si Danton at saka si Genial were the first ones to actually do it. And pero I'm not so sure. I couldn't say that they're like my ultimate reads. Wong Kar-wai already. Hindi ba BL ang Happy Together, Madam Keme? Because I think that's kind of like a BL already. Happy Together. Wong Kar-wai. What is kind of cringy, Wayne? Gege is kasi more of like a, ano eh, Gege is a poet. So yung exposure ko to Gege is beat poetry and poems. So pero kung novels, I don't think I have actually read a Gege novel yet. Eh, I more of like I enjoy that yung novels kind, but I also do enjoy watching poems being performed. Yeah, Gege is a good author, and I've also enjoyed yung mga sinulat niya BL. So yeah. Oh, sad and happy. Medyo sad and happy together, but it's good. Gagawa ng BL, mga karway. Well, yeah. So I guess that's it. Um, I've already eaten most of my brie. Maybe I'll just have another glass of wine. If you have any more questions, because actually, thank you for being my date this Valentine's Day. Kasi parang every Valentine's naloloka ako. Iwan na akong JC tsaka ni Sid. So it's my first time actually doing a live alone. Grabe, sino ka, Rai James, Agege, or Be? Do I really have to answer that question? Wag naman. I think, I believe that I've heard more of Gege's work naman kasi. Ano naman, there's a reason for me to pick Gege because I've heard or read more of his work. But they're very good. At saka, ang hirap naman, parang, the thing with arts naman is, kasi you can't just like just one, diba? If you have an artistic soul, you can't live with just one. It always has to be it always has to be variety. Kasi parang, ikaw ba kayo mo kumain ng isang klaseng pagkain in your whole life? Parang, how will you know if it's good if you don't have anything to compare it with? So, magkaiba rin sila ng POV eh. Si Bev, magkaiba sila ng buhay na nilive eh. Diba? So, parang, yes. Ang hirap palang mag-live alone. So now, parang I have a better appreciation of the people that I watch doing this alone. And honestly, thank you for the wine for giving me like, parang lakas ng loob to do this. Kahit na arte-arte ko. Arte-arte ko, guys, no? Sobrang arte ko. Minsan hindi ko nga maisip, bakit bang arte-arte ko? Parang baka naman medyo mas, di ba? Talaga, parang nasa terrace. Siguro sometime, parang gawa tayo ng ganache, tapos magde-dip lang ako ng different kinds of fruits. Thanks, Madam Keme. And thanks for, actually, thank you to everybody for keeping us each other during Valentine's. Nakaka-pressure naman kasi ang Feb 14 na hindi ko naman alam kung saan nanggaling to, na bakit natin kailangan maging, loved during this time. Pero yun nga. So, medyo sometimes lang nagpapanik ako kapag dumadating na yung time na to na ano ba to? Parang may light. Do I have to buy a new ring light? Anyway, so yun. So, thank you for, Thank you. Hindi ako maarte. I've actually also, the other day, nakakatawa, I had changed attire. I did. I really did. Kaso nga lang, nung sabi ko kay Rose, kunan mo ko, ang pangit ng pagkakakuha niya, I realized na parang all she was taking a video of was yung paa ko, at saka yung tuhod ko, saka yung tire na parang, the framing was really awful. So, hindi ko alam kung paano ko siya gagawing vlog. But, honestly, I really want to make more vlogs. I don't know how to start doing that. I have a lot of material and I end up not editing. So, and I also want to talk to more people in the future, like yung series na talking to artists. Maybe I should continue that. And I have somebody na naka-line up na rin. We just can't find a schedule as usual. So, there. So, happy Valentine's, guys. And yeah, you are I think the best message to say to everyone is that by hook or by crook, you're loved. I mean, it can only be determined if you love yourself. Kasi ang hirap naman sabihin na parang honestly, ayoko naman maging plastic. Sabihin ko you are loved, hindi naman tayo sure. It's quite possible that no other person loves you, and we just have to be real about that. So I think the only thing that you have power on is that if you love yourself. 'Di ba? So I think instead of saying that you are loved, I think the best thing to say during Valentine's Day is that you have to try your best to love yourself the best way you can. So cheers. And thank you for being with me tonight. And next time if I go do live alone, let's find a nice wait, do you want to try actually reading a poem? Not whether alone or trying to like make sense of a poem. I actually made a video of me and a friend that we're actually interpreting or reading a poem together, but I just haven't edited it. So next time we should do that, like next month or something. Cheers! Happy Valentine's. Thank you guys.